if you're deciding on what cycle to take, best advice is...
You look fucking massive, bro, in the car. What the hell?
Welcome back to the channel. This is the Anomaly. We're gonna do another Sunday Q&A. Just had a crazy breakfast. I also had a protein shake to make up for the protein as usual. What's the first question?
How do you find the motivation to go to the gym every day?
To me now, it's not about motivation, it's more about discipline. Since I have a lot of things to do with my life and my time, bodybuilding has become kind of another job. Like, yes, it is a hobby, but when you do it at my level, like trying to get huge, to become a professional bodybuilder, it becomes your life, you know. So it doesn't matter how you feel, doesn't matter if you're motivated or not, you just have to do it. It's one of the things that you just do on autopilot, kind of.
I think because you turned your passion into your job, so it's
Yes.
not about motivation anymore.
Skyrim, I love Skyrim.
I never played any video games or even consider. It's such a waste of life.
It's a game where you kill dragons and you steal their language and then you shout the words and throw people around.
It sounds like a waste of time. What was your childhood like?
It wasn't good, but it taught me how to be a man. If I didn't have my bad childhood and shit past, I don't think I would be where I am now. So appreciate all the pain that you feel, because it will build you.
How did you meet? We saw each other at the gym when we were 15 years old. I thought he was cute. He thought I was the most beautiful girl he ever saw in his entire life. And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What?
That looks so not convincing.
No, what?
Did you even hear me?
Yes, you're the most beautiful girl, no?
Why were you like... Mhm.
What do you mean?
He messaged me, he said, can my face be the floor while you do squats? And I was like, romance isn't dead.
You see, that's how you get women. You just tell them, sit on my face.
Write that down, write that down! Disgusting. How?
Worked on you.
I was small, okay? We were both stupid and small. If you wrote that today...
You'd still do it.
Would you absolutely destroy your health to get on stage with the best?
That's a very good question. It all depends on what the reward is. If I'm sacrificing a few years of my life to live a good life, I wouldn't mind.
How are you gonna live a good life if you're sacrificing your health? You're gonna spend those years rebuilding your health. How is that a good life in general?
Usually you can recover from the damage that you do from steroids. Like, unless you're Ronnie Coleman, you know, the way he trained, the way he did things, it made him who he is now. But if he didn't train like that, he wouldn't be a legend. And he doesn't regret anything. But no, I wouldn't push myself to the point I wouldn't even be able to walk.
Yeah.
But if it's like choosing to sacrifice a few years of my life to have years of glory, I wouldn't mind.
Most important muscle for aesthetics?
Chest.
Boobs.
When I used to watch Rich Piana, I used to admire how he has his pecs were gigantic, and every time he spoke in the kitchen, they just move around, you know. It sounds very sus. But I always thought it was cool, you know. Every time I see someone outside, you know, anywhere in the gym, in public, you see someone with a big chest, you're just like, fuck, you know, that's cool. I want one.
Like for boys and girls?
Yeah.
Oh, so you look at other girls' chest?
No, only yours.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the one with the dick that hangs lower than the balls, you know what I'm saying?
Will testosterone levels return after quitting as?
Not everyone's the same. Some people, they can blast grams of gear and then stop it randomly and things go back to normal. Other people, they need to do like PCT, you know, all the other shit that's involved with kickstarting your levels back up, getting them back to normal. Not everyone's the same, you know. I cannot tell you what's gonna happen. You just do it. If they're not back, then you know what to do. Consult with a doctor.
Bro, were you a bully in school?
No, I was bullied. I wasn't the bully. My bullies now all look up to me. I mean, it's hard not to.
How did you overcome your anxiety, methods, etc.? He's more depressed than anxious.
Before I was more anxious, now I'm more depressed. I think I just do something, you know. Because if I just sit down and do nothing, that makes me anxious. So what do? I work more.
That's not good.
When I work more and I get more things done, like, okay, I'm still gonna be anxious, but at least I'm doing something with it. You know, I'm not just letting it devour me and I end up doing nothing.
Can you fight?
No, but I would love to. I need to unleash my anger.
Who is your biggest influence in bodybuilding?
I think right now Chris Bumstead. He did it all. He's still healthy. He has a kid. He has a good wife. He's a legend now. That's goals, you know. He quit young, he retired young.
Yeah.
And he did everything that you do in bodybuilding. So he maxed out all the stats and now he can move on to other things. So I think that's my goal in life. I'm gonna give you guys the list of steroids that bodybuilders usually take. There's always testosterone as a base, every cycle that you can mention. Then it's like either Masteron or Primobolan. What else is there? There's Boldenone, there's Deca. I don't know what else there is, steroids. Tren is the most famous one, but you should never touch that. And again, I'm not recommending steroids to anyone, and I do not push gear to anyone. I'm just mentioning what bodybuilders usually take, because they all take the same steroids. It's just everyone responds different, you know. So if one guy takes a gram of testosterone and another guy takes 250 milligrams of testosterone, the guy on the lower dose could still get bigger than the guy on the higher dose. It's all a matter of genetics and how you're shaped and your genetic potential to build muscle. Not everyone's the same. That's why the best way to approach steroids is to slowly start from the bottom, see how your body responds. If you're gaining a lot of muscle with low doses, you do not need to push it at all. When you see progress stagnating, you adjust the training, adjust the diet. If you still slow down in progress and you're not growing enough, that's when you start considering bumping up the dose. But in reality, bodybuilders don't need to take much to grow. There's just a bunch of idiots nowadays who preach taking grams of steroids even if they don't work out. Do not be like those idiots. If you want to be an actual bodybuilder, learn the basics of being healthy, and one of those is do not rush the process and start slow. If you're deciding on what cycle to take, best advice is to consult with a doctor or someone who knows how bodybuilding works. Let them guide you. Make sure health is priority, because if you're not healthy, you will not be able to get big. It's just how it works. You need a lot of time to build a good physique, and you also need a lot of time to get the knowledge to build that good physique. So that requires years of training. There's no point in blasting gear just to get big in a year. It's not gonna work. You need to learn that it is a lifestyle and it is a long process. So if you're into bodybuilding and you're in it for the long run and you're genuinely deciding if you should take steroids or not, that's the best approach. Start slow, slowly titrate up, see how your body responds to all compounds. You know, that's why you need to try different compounds to see what works the best for you, because everyone has a different recipe in their body, and just find your recipe. And that's the same for the training, the diet. Everyone's different. Those who master their genetics and their body, they make it to the top. For example, Chris Bumstead, you know, and he's healthy and he's living a good life now. So taking steroids doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna die. It just means you're risking your life for something that you believe in, and it's something that you love, and it gives you purpose. So even though you're decreasing the years of your life to build muscle, it's still something that you love. There's a lot of people nowadays that do not have any dreams to chase, and all they do is just sit around and waste their life, do nothing, always talking about other people and not seeing what they could do with their potential, and they just exist, you know. So at least you're chasing your goals and you chose a path for yourself, and you don't want to waste the potential that you have. Everyone in bodybuilding takes steroids, but again, I would never recommend it to anyone. Be safe with it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, run up code Anomaly. I'm sponsored by Dragon Pharma Supplements and Young LA. So I'll see you in the next one. Comment Rain if you made it this far. I have the Anomaly merch if you want to support me as well. Link is in the description. You can get the cap and the shirts as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.